I think, like I said, Sapphire has been a firework of innovations, and the AWS partnership, what we're doing, and how we take that forward was also content and you are absolutely right.
Done in the right way, data integrations and operations. So these are actually the parts. Each of them had actually some values and guidelines which we need to follow to ensure that we maintain clean code as a principle and design our landscape. Okay, so that nobody actually has to actually really involve and your which is actually implemented in a customer location is really not known to the software vendor. He is not or she is not actually really able to actually test on them. They really don't know, they cannot really predict how the upgrade is going to be impacted, right? So now this actually really poses a challenge. And the most common thing what we have seen is that when people actually does the customization, they have what are the advantage of that? Okay, one is that access to innovation is actually very faster. You get actually regular releases. Your upgrade becomes actually safer. It is no more a pain point. You could actually always upgrade to the latest versions. You get lower TCO because we always actually work release after release to ensure that your TCO can actually be reduced, right? So when you move into a newer version of SAP system, you always get actually lower TCO, enhanced security. As I said, actually all the security issues which are actually being reported, whether it is low, medium, or whatever priorities which is actually coming up on the market, we address them. So moving into the new one, you will always get that lower. Improved performance. This is something which again is actually a non-value add requirement which is never actually comes up in this one. But SAP continuously actually puts effort to improve the performance of the solution. So when you actually move up into newer versions, you actually get better performing products. Data simplification is also that we are working very constantly on actually simplifying the data so that this can be exposed, which will help you in actually your integration with parties so that you should be able to also easily access the data and actually work with it, right? Which is like, for example, customer servicing. If a customer is actually servicing their customers, then actually their sales area is actually their differentiating part, right? Doing that in a different way is actually what is giving them the competitive.
So I came here for the session and I'm leaving with new connection, few insights and a passion to do something in the IT world. If you missed this session somehow, don't worry, I have recorded few clips that will inspire you to join the session in the coming days. So yeah, see you soon.